Hey guys, Jason Christie here. Let's talk about one of the smallmouth setups that I use a lot and everybody else does. It's a drop shot. You know, it's a basic setup for me. I like 16-pound braid with a fluorocarbon, 8-pound fluorocarbon leader. A lot of people ask me, how long do I put the leader? I usually want the leader as long as the rod, down even there, and then I want 3 or 4 feet in the spool. When I drop on one, if he's suspended, you know, he doesn't see that braid whenever he follows it down. I want, you know, say 14, 15-foot leader. One key to this thing is I tie a polymer knot. I used to tie a snail, I went back to the polymer. And when you tie that thing, always go in from the hook side. You enter it. Here's the key thing, whenever you tie that, if you just tie that, that's how your bait's gonna hang. But if you'll pull your knot, actually grab a hold of your leader, you'll pull it, and you hear that click. What that does is it puts the knot on the bottom of your hook, and see how it changes the angle of that bait? Holds it out there just perfect. And right there is one of the secrets. That's the warning shot. This is my favorite color, green pumpkin purple. It imitates so many things. I mean, a crawdad, a perch, anything up there in smallmouth territory, it mimics. And the color is perfect. And it takes, a lot of times for me, less action is more action, because when this thing lays in the water, if you give it too much action, I just don't like it as well. You can almost let your weight hit the bottom and just tighten it up, and just the boat waves, you know, from your boat moving, it's just gonna make that thing just, you know, barely swim, and that's what they can't handle. I rig mine flat side down. That's what I do. I know a lot of guys that rig it flat side up. Really doesn't matter, I prefer flat side down. One thing that I probably do different than a lot of guys is I usually use a lot bigger weight. You hear guys talk about a 3/8 ounce, that's a big weight to them. Well, I use a 1/2 and a 3/4 in most cases. And reason being, if I see one, I want to surprise him. I want to drop as fast as I can. I want that thing to fall and land right in front of him, surprise him and make him bite. And I'm not a very patient guy whenever I'm dropping. I want it to get there as quick as I can. I use a pretty soft rod. I mean, you see that. I want, you know, these smallmouth, they're so crazy, they're gonna hook themselves, but that's the setup there, and the leader length here. It changes throughout the year, but in a smallmouth scenario, most times when you're drop shotting, the water's clear. And a lot of times there'll be sandgrass, you know, that'll be 3 or 4 inches tall. So I want my bait above that sandgrass where those smallmouth can see it out there 15, 20, 30 feet. You know, I want to give them the most visible option available. Right there is that's about the maximum length that I use. You know, you get into more of a sight fishing thing that's going to cut in half, but right there, that's pretty much the setup if you're going to take the warning shot and go smallmouth fishing.